Welcome to the small kitchen of glory. Today we're making homemade sucker patties. Sucker patties, I caught myself. I haven't been around in a while. It's been over a month since I uploaded, but we're here. Life has gotten in the way, but we're good to go now. So today, sucker patties. I said that. I'm saying it again. I want to take you guys on a journey of how I got there, how I caught these. They say you need to eat whole foods. This is as whole food as it's going to get, minus all the other shit that I'm going to put into it. But other than that, it's delicious, it's great. So go on this journey with me, my blind adventuring and fishing journey to catch the white suckers that we're going to be cooking and then cleaning and now eating. People have been saying they want a fishing video, so it is currently 5:37 in the morning. And I'm going fishing. What we're going to do is catch some fish, cook some fish, and do it all on the channel, hopefully. Tried this yesterday, didn't work so well. And I assume that the video quality right now is not going to be the best. These little cameras don't have the best sensors on them, and they don't like looking in the dark. But I figured I'd take you guys along. We have about a 2-mile walk to get to the river, and once we get there we'll set up and start fishing. But I'm just taking you guys along on the adventure with me. I did say I tried to do this yesterday, and yeah, it didn't work so well. There was construction across the river from me, very annoying. Almost no fish. It just sucked on pretty much every level. But we're doing her again. We's be doing her again. And we're going to try harder this time. Got my backpack on with my fishing pole strapped to it. It's like a 20-pound backpack. 20 pound. I just woke up. 1 cup of coffee. Out the door. A little late. Meant to be out at 5:30. It is just past. First light's at like 5:35. Oh, I meant to open up Lazarillo. I like to have it tell me stuff in my ears. So let's do that. Got that in the earbud just so I can be 100% sure. I think this is what they call County Road. And we do have some light up in the sky. That is good. I do be liking light in the sky. What little bit of vision I have, it helps me navigate. Back on the road. Every time I cross a parking lot or a driveway or a road, I always veer away from the road that I'm walking parallel to. I don't know if it's a bad habit or a good habit, but it'd be my habit. Stops me from veering into the road, which is always what I'm trying to avoid. Although right now I could actually see headlights. Unless someone's running black and then they just smote the blind person. But we'll see. We gotta walk. I don't know how often I'll check in. Probably once it lightens up more, I'll let everyone know. It's going to be a longer video. Definitely going to be a longer video, but folks wanted it, so here we are. I haven't uploaded in a while, and we're going fishing today. So, catching our own food. It's also really annoying to talk nonstop while you're walking. It makes you out of breath, where just walking shouldn't make you out of breath. So, we'll be back with more talking in the future. We have reached the end of my street. How do people feel about blind people walking videos? Are they exciting? Normally this is a really busy road. There's a light to my right and I'm just randomly crossing like an animal. Because, well, there's no traffic at 5-something in the morning. But we're cooking. We're making good time. Should take me about 15 minutes. So we're just gonna continue plotting our way down the old road. Not quite halfway there yet. I'm going for a while. I forget what time it was when I checked. 5:37 when I got out the door. We'll see. It's definitely getting light pretty quick. Nice cloudy day, which means dawn should last a little bit longer as far as the fish are concerned. Which is good. Very, very good. Nothing coming. We're gonna zoom across. I'm not the most safe blind walker. I shouldn't say that. Risks that are known. I got a zig and zag in between cars. Okay, we got it. Once I get up here, I will probably cross the road and then walk on the right side. I don't know why, I just always do that. There's a main street straight in front of me, but I prefer to walk on the back road because there's less traffic, more peaceful. Sidewalks don't have poles and shit on them. So that's about the halfway mark of the walk. About. I don't know if I should keep you guys with me now for the rest of the walk or not. Maybe I'll just do an uncut video. Blind man walking. And we'll see how it does. I'm thinking about making this video a two-parter. But I don't know. Maybe just one long-ass video with chapters. I think that'd probably be the better way to go about it. By the way, I do have a wind screen around my camera, but it's not the best. I realized that when I failed fishing yesterday. It blocks some of the wind. Makes it more muffled sounding, but definitely not all of it. So if there's wind, nothing I can do about it. I don't have my fancy mic clipped on because that's going to be too hard to sync up. Like if a fish bites, having to hit record on the camera and then also hit record on the Zoom with lav mic would be a huge pain. Hello, tree. But blind walking, I saw something in my face when it was in my face, and it was too late. More bushes. I think those are supposed to be trimmed, but who cares? I don't know if I live in a little teeny place in northern Michigan called Sheboygan, and that's that's where I'm walking. And the river is the Sheboygan River. Really good for walleye, steelhead, rainbow, which is also steelhead, bass, perch, lots of carp, some buffalo, freshwater drum come in here, lots of rock bass, bluegill, no crappie sadly, and the old white and red horse suckerfish. And that's probably what we'll be getting today. I'll probably throw some swim baits when I get down there, because the best thing to catch would obviously be walleye. That's the best tasting. But sucker is a hated fish for the amount of bones it has. But if you have a way to cook it that doesn't involve the bones, like making patties or cakes, whatever you want to call it, then it's absolutely delicious. Tastes similar to trout. And we have cold water right now. If you're getting them from a talking and walking hard. If you get suckers from a warm water stream, they tend to be mushy. But these are coming straight in from Lake Huron to spawn. And the river temps are only like low 40s right now. So it's perfectly fine to catch them and eat them. Meat's still firm. Nothing nasty in them. And they're delicious. The only thing that made me off-put a little bit is the white suckers get a blush on their sides, the males do when they're spawning, and that blush shows up in the fillets. So the first time I filleted one and held it up to my eyeball, I was like, shit, it's red. Thought maybe I bruised it when I was landing it, but no, I looked it up, the fillets can just have red in them from the blush the males get when they're all horned up. Which makes sense. If I was a fish and I got horned up, there'd probably be blush in my fillets. Getting nice and light out. My ankles are torn up. I've been fishing 3 or 4 days a week and just standing there the entire time, not really moving much. And then these walks on this beautiful uneven sidewalk and roads, just killing my ankles. Not used to it. I've become fat and lazy. And neither of those are good things to be when you're trying to walk 2-point-some odd miles to go fishing and then stand down there. So I might be taking a little sit down once we get down there. Alright, I do see the light. I can see the light. That's cool. If I leave early enough, I can see that the light's red. Is this my... That's not my beeper. Where the hell's my beeper? Aha. There's 2. Is there a beeper on there? No. I swear there was a beeper here. It appears to be a hiding beeper. What about here? Are you a beeper? You are. We beeped it. Alright. Now we just wait for the light turned green. I think that guy's turning. And he sounds big. We're going to let him go. He was turning that way. Cool. We're going to wait again, just to be safe. Alright, now the light's turning yellow, and now it's red. We're going to beep it again. Beep, boop. I could actually run across the road right now, but I am a law-abiding citizen, and I'm not going to. Alright, we're green. Now I can just cross. Look at that. These are my eyeballs and shit. I got a goddamn professional eyeballer. Okay, that's the last serious road we got across. I'm sweating. Take my hat off for a couple minutes. Show everyone my balding head. Alright, we got the post office here. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to cross what is Elm Street but turns into Water Street. West Elm, I call it. That makes sense. Okay. Now once we cross West Elm, we're going to turn left and walk along West Elm. This is Washington Park. There's a footbridge in here. I should have waypointed it with Lazarillo, but I didn't. I'm not going to this time because I'm lazy. You can't stop to play with your phone when it's time to go fishing, you know? And this sidewalk should branch to the right. And as long as I kind of stick right and I go left. This is I said the other thing was my least favorite, but this is my least favorite because if I walk too far east, I end up literally falling off a dock into the river. Which I, personally, would prefer not to do. I'm not big on swimming in the river. Did we go too far? I think we might have. Yep, we did. If it turns to gravel, we went too far. We gotta go past this sidewalk. We got to turn left on this next one, which would have been right. I don't know why I'm explaining all the directions. I'm just talking to myself. Blind navigation. We gotta get into the park. This leads to a damn building. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I waited too long to turn. Okay. We do it all over again. I smell the river. Who's got grass on the other side? Good thing these cameras are waterproof in case they go in the drink. I think I might be going the right way, or I might have to backtrack and turn. I hear stuff in front of me. I definitely do be hearing stuff. Wide swipes. Aha! These pillars are around the stairwell to go up. There's a dock right there and a river. We're going to walk away from that and look for the stairs. That's a bench, not stairs. What about over here? Aha. Aha. We have done it. All right, now we got to get across the footbridge. Boy, my ankles hurt. I'm like an old man. I am an old man. I think we turn left again here. Yep. Yes, I use the handrails like an old man. All right. Now we're up on the beautiful footbridge. I should grab a screenshot here for the thumbnail. I forgot. I want to wrap, gain around wrist. All right, we turned too far. Right here we are. This is our path. Huh. I don't know what that is. I can tell you I don't like it. Some sort of creature. We're gonna walk slow. The wind's really blowing on this. Also not a fan of that. We want calm weather for fishing. I'm not on Water Street. Get out of here, birds. Minus the random wildlife, that was fun. Don't want to get bum rushed by a rabid raccoon or possum. And I'm not going to do a thumbnail because there's a damn fence in the way. I feel like that would kill the majesty of it. But that was fun. I was probably just worrying about mourning doves. But, what do they say? Better safe than sorry. And stuff. Stupid things. We're watching too much. That fishing guy in Nebraska. Oh, that felt good. Alright. Now we need to walk around and walk this way. I prefer to not walk on the sidewalk yet because it's all lumpy and what I deem to be dangerous. So we're going to walk this way till we get to Z spot. Oh, sorry, car. Alright, we're going to. Damn it. Yeah, I guess we're going to go down anyway. Definitely sorry, car. Okay. This is why I don't like walking here, because those rocks and the step up and down. We're good now. I can't believe I had to take out my pocket knife for a mourning dove. Good times. This is where we turn into the wood path, which is, you know, I have a lot of least favorite parts of this, come to think of it. I've said it a lot. This is also one of them. It's hard to walk on this. Quite hard. This type of lighting is best for my bad eyeballs though, so at least I can see the kind of contrast between the wood and the wood chips and the grass. It also helps us get more green out. Spring is here now, finally, I think. If it snows one more time, I will cry. And we'll better not. Just a month ago, we had that horrible ice storm. I think some people are still without power. Now, there's metal poles somewhere. So we're going to wide swipe. Whew. That is a workout. This backpack is heavy. This coat is hot. And I don't want to break my leg on a pole. We planned out. They should be coming. Got it. Okay. Now we're good. I don't know. I guess that's there to stop people from driving, but it's a pretty damn flimsy pole. Who's going to drive down this? Alright, hopefully I don't have to fight off any geese on the rail-less boardwalk. The old rail-less boardwalk. And we're turning, allegedly. Now we have water on the left. And my cane is sticking to everything. Is the tip still on this? It is. This boardwalk's just so bumpy. Touch my tip and then itch my nose. Like a man. Alright, now we got the water coming in on the right. Sometimes there's geese on this in the morning. And you never trust a goose. Gooses are pretty evil creatures. I kicked up something over there. Sounds like a duck or a cormorant, probably. Usually geese don't stay quiet. Still got water. It's almost gone. It's pretty shallow now. I don't know if this feeds into a creek or river or what. And on high water, fish can actually get in there. I honestly don't know. All right. Now we have grass. This boardwalk is going to turn into a dirt path through some more wooded type area. It's pretty thin here though. There's big fucking trucks. You know what the fuck that was at first. I'm a little jumpy after my imaginary raccoon. Okay, now what I'm saying is I'm backtracking where I was because I walked down the road, turned right, crossed the road, turned right again, and then pretty much walked parallel, but the opposite way to where I was before. So I'm way closer to where I was, where I crossed. Doesn't make any sense. I am wait, hold on, I'm looking. Trying to talk and look. I'm not capable of so many things at once. All right. I think we're coming up on my little pier. What the fuck is all that sound over there? What is going on in this world? Where's my pier? I can't really see right now. I see a pier. I think this might be the wrong pier. Might have to backtrack. But we'll see. I don't like that this is wet. Let's see which pier you are, sir. I don't like all that sound over there. Is there a rock here? There is. This is the correct pier. So this will be my spot for most of the day. Fishing video. I'm probably going to put in all the walking in this, but there'll be chapters. So let's catch something to cook for smoke in the kitchen. Right now it's smoke on the river, but good times. So I tried doing some jigging from the other pier for, I don't know, an hour and a half. We now have all the sunlight going back to my normal pier, assuming I don't fall in the water. And I'm going to try and set up for the purpose of this video, the old sukar fish. So I'm going to get tied up for the sukars, and hopefully I'll be catching something. And I will see everyone that one just jumped right next to me. What a prick. So I missed the hook set, which is to be expected. But this guy smoked it right when it hit bottom. I might have snagged him. We're about to find out together. Oh no, he's on a snag now. Get off of that. Get in. I'm done with your games. This feels like a little fat boy. Fighting pretty decent. We might have to go down to land him, because I don't know what he is. He's not fighting like a sucker, really. And he hit it pretty fast. He's running. Well, someone on the video can tell me what it is. But I think, actually, he's probably snagged. He's running around like he's snagged. I'm going to actually walk down and land him by hand. This is the super fun part about being blind and fishing. Not falling in the river. Yahoo, that rock's not even. None of these damn rocks are even. Who am I kidding? Alright, this is the first stepping point. Don't run, fish. We grab on here, and we slowly work our way down. Alright, we're gonna see what we got here, because I can't see him. Pull him up and over. Come here, little dude. Are you in the mouth, first of all? Alright, I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that. You got one last fight in you, huh? Alright, let's try again, eh? Are you in the mouth, first of all? That's what we need to check first. I can get closer. We are in the mouth. And we are a sucker boy. Cute little sucker boy. Alright. Well, that was quick. Now I gotta get back up here without falling. Step 2. Boy, he was lively and very hungry, I guess. Get him unhooked and get him on a stringer. Right in the corner of the mouth. Just to be safe, we're gonna check him with the app because we don't want to break any laws unintentionally. White sucker, good. He just got big fat lips. All right, we're gonna give him a stringer. Hopefully we can get a couple more, and we'll have a cooking video. Drop him in here, and he can swim around down there. Well, he's gonna try to. They always get very excited once they get put back in the water and they think they're free. Little do you know, dude, there's no freedom here. You are dinner. Sucker patties. That's what we're going to be cooking today. A lot of people don't think the sucker is worth eating, and it's not with fillets because they're so damn bony. But I'm not doing fillets, obviously. We're doing patties. I did just say that. Alright, tighten that down. Make sure. Little dude definitely cannot get away. They can't really pull that hard, but we'll still give it another wrap around. Just to be sure. Just in case he gets all hopped up on meth. Alright, so that's fish 1. I guess we're going to toss back out. And see if we can get a passel of these. And then go back home and go for more. I hope the wind's picking up. That makes this way more difficult. My back hurt. That kind of helped with my back hurting. These suckers just run into shallow water right here. So they're super easy to catch. By the way, can we talk about how he tried to get me snagged up when I hooked onto him? That was uncalled for. Alright, we'll sit here and see if anything else is hungry. I'm tempted to not shut off the video quite yet. You never know what you're gonna get on each cast. I wasn't sure he was a sucker. He hit that on the move. He was starving. Which must have just got done doing the spawn in. It's always good to eat something after procreating or attempted procreation. Makes me hungry. I have beef jerky. I am kind of hungry. I don't think we're going to get hit right away again. So, I'll turn off the video and we'll be back if something happens. I'm focusing really hard. Got another one on. Boy, they are just in here thick today. This guy, oh, he's feisty again. Boy, they are full of energy today. I was trying to let this guy bite long enough for me to get the camera going. Oh, this one's a little bit fatter. Definitely a little bit fatter. Might be a female. I mean, that came across wrong. But you know what I mean. People aren't here for fishing. This one is acting snagged again, but I said that about the last dude. But goddamn, he bit it so many times, I don't know how it could be, unless I took it out of the mouth after he was caught. Fighting really weird, though. Fighting weird like it may be snagged. Probably gonna pure flip this guy. And we'll hope for the best on the pure flip. I'm just letting him get tired. Letting him fight his little heart out. So he's not flopping around when I flip him. Because that's when everything goes wrong. Yeah, not feeling like this is a legal hooked fish. He bit it about 80 times. I should have just set the hook instead of going for the camera record. Alright, we're gonna get him up. Wrapping the line around and lift it up as high as I can. Grab again, double lift. Alright, he's flipped up. Seems like a fat boy. I have to get this line not on my hand anymore. There we go. Make sure it didn't knot. Oh, it did. But we're gonna have to retie that afterwards. Damn it all. Damn you fish, you better be hooked properly. Otherwise we're gonna have major issues. Oh, he is in the mouth. I'll be damned. Yeah, it looks like a fat pregnant sucker mommy. No teeth. Definitely sucker mommy. Alright. Well, we're gonna leave that on there so I can find it. We're gonna get this up, the stringer up, and throw in another one. This is the best day of fishing I've had in a while. Last time I was out here, it did not go nearly as good. Not even remotely close. Oh my god. That one got off. It got off the stringer. Okay. Well, there's a lipless sucker in the river. You're going through the gill. We're going through the gill because we're keeping them no matter what. Jesus Christ, I've never had a fish get off a stringer like that. Shoot me in the ass and bang me in the ass. Where held Fat Mommy go? Where is Fat Mommy? Fat Mommy's still attached to my line. Damn it, dude, I was trying to bring you a lady. I was trying to be nice, bring you a lady. You could get all horned up with her. She's stuck to a rope, which is how, you know, best way to get ladies. If you got them on a rope, well, you are hooked good. You are hooked good. Open up so we can get this out. You know what? You just threw off my worm. I tried to play with you nice, but you didn't. So go fuck yourself. I almost had it out too. Alright. You're unhooked. Now, I know you're not supposed to go through the gill. Most people probably don't even realize that. But I'm definitely keeping these. So it's 100% not an issue for me. Because they are going home for food. I can't believe I tried to do that other one the right way. And I got what I deserved for it. I definitely... Stop. Stop. Stop hitting me. I wanted to make sure you didn't have a hook on you. You little whore. See what I get for being nice. Alright. We throw this one in. I'm calling it 1.5 fish. We've caught 1.5 fish. And we're all tangled. We're all tangled to beat hell. Alright. I'll be back after I fix this and catch another fish. Finally got another one on. We'll call this fish 2.5. Well, actually, I accidentally snagged one earlier. This guy, I don't think I snagged. I think he hit it right when it dropped down. But we're about to find out. He's fighting a little weird. If he snagged, we'll throw him back. This will be fish number 4, though. I only have one on the stringer, which is kind of a failure. Boy, he must be snagged in the tail or something, or he is just super feisty. Because he is fighting like a little prick. And the drag's pretty damn tight for him to be taking it right now. It's gotten windy, partially sunny, and cold. You can probably hear the wind on the microphone. No, he's not done yet. So we'll loosen up the drag a little bit. If he wants to run, we'll let him run. Well, you're swimming on the shore, little dude. Come over here. Or we can. Or not. Or not, what do I know? Or not, what do I know? Are you done? What is up with these suckers? What are they feeding them? Meth. Meth fish, I tell you. Meth fish. Is this a sucker? He's really upset about coming in. I didn't feel any head shakes. So probably not a walleye. Wouldn't that be something? Fishing for suckers and landing a walleye. Not going to be happening today, though, I do not believe. Alright. We got to go for the old wrap and flip. Oh, he's a fatty, whatever he is. Quit flipping. Quit flopping. Okay. Let's see if we got a snag or a hook. Oh, hooked right in the mouse. Just a fat little mommy. A fat little mommy. Oh, don't want to stab myself with my scissors. Alright, yep, they did just hit it on the fall. Another sucker fish. Right in the mouse. Perfect hook set. Alright. Oh, you are a beefy little guy. And you are just... Give me your fucking mouth. You can't really grab you by the mouth. I'll grab you by the top mouth. Alright, my stringer's over here. Give you guys a beautiful look at him. Beautiful little boy. And we'll toss him on the stringer. Boy, this thing is just muscle. Just fucking muscle. Did not fight like a sucker at all. Alright, you go right there. Enjoy the sun for a minute. Sorry, buddy, you're about to go for a ride. You go see your best friend. Put them next to one another down there. Okay. Dos fishos. All I've gotten is well, I caught 3, but 2 on the stringer, which, oh, they're still alive. They're still angry. I'm gonna need you guys to calm down. Alright. You ready, chunkies? You little chunky babies? Come on up. Come on up. Let's go home. Beautiful. Sukars. Fish in bag. Now I just need a stick. There's a stick. And now to the small kitchen of glory to cook the sukars. Woohoo! Assuming I can stay on the path. You saw me caught these. Caught these? You saw me catch these. Now I'm going to get age gated on YouTube and clean them with this beautiful 6-inch fillet knife. We're going to put this out of the way. We're only going to be doing one at a time. I think these are both females. This guy, they're just fat. We're going to put this guy in the sink. We're going to flip this guy over and grab his tail with the clip here. By the way, if you guys could share this video around, it would be much appreciated. This one has taken so much work to put together. You have no idea. First I had to catch these damn things, and now I got to clean them and cook them, all on video. There is going to be cold water running the entire time, and I'm going to take this towel and put it on my shoulder. Then we'll go into the dirty clothes when I'm done. Cleaning fish blind is not the most enjoyable experience. It's actually extremely hard. We're going to start with the head cut here. I got to poke in and feel where I'm at. We want to get in between the first layer of the ribs and the top muscle here. We're just doing a quick little incision here just to ensure. And I want to really cut through under the gills to make sure that we're going to get everything out. Now we're going to flip her over and tail grab it. And we're going to repeat the same cut here on this side. My 2 cuts are never exactexactly even. Let's have the fun of it. Just want to kind of poke it in to figure out where that soft spot's at. I think I went a little bit too far that way. It's okay. So I mentioned how hard it is to clean fish when you're blind. It's not going to be pretty, but we will get it done. Again, I'm cutting right through those insides there. So I want to really make sure that oh boy, this cut is ugly. We're going to try and connect these two for the most part. Up at the top, I can clean that up when I actually fillet it. I'm only going to put me straight up cleaning one of these, just one, and then the other one will be done off. And then we're going to make salmon, or not salmon, normally a salmon patties, but we're going to make sucker patties. All right, now for this, we go right in the uni hole, reach up in there, and we start slicing along the stomach. Oh, he really doesn't want to cut. I might have to, I'm sorry for penetrating your butthole, fish. I promise, it's not sexual. It's for food. I'm gonna have to touch up this knife. They have this bone here. It's like cartilage in between these two scales. That's really annoying. We're gonna get in here and just cut this up to that other incision. There we go. Now, we gotta scrape all this beautiful insides into the garbage can. I just hold them upside down in this garbage can and just start scraping out the all insides. The reason I'm doing this, oh, that just splattered. I don't have fish guts on my face, you do. There might be some on the lens. We're doing this the best I can, and then I got to get in there with my hands, and I'll rinse them afterwards as well. It's a beautiful experience. You know, they say you should eat all your food whole foods. Fresh, whole foods. What is more fresh and whole than a dead fish? You just got to grab the rest of these guts and just yank them out. Yank them out with your hands like a man. He's pretty empty in there. And we're going to put him in here and rinse him out the rest of the way. Just to make sure there's a couple more extra shenanigans in there. I am not a professional fish cleaner. There's probably way better ways of doing this. But it's hard trying to learn how to do this blind. I wouldn't suggest I teach you, but it is what it is. All right, so we got one done. I'm gonna gut the second one off camera, and we'll come back and start filleting. That's the really fun part. We have a nice clean fish, and now the filleting commences. My eye itches. I probably shouldn't itch it. I always start right next to this here dorsal fin. Just kind of poke my knife in so I'm on the right side of the backbone, and then just slide her through, trying to keep it as straight as I can, feeling the backbone until I get to the cut I made earlier. Not quite detached. There we go. Now I'm going to put my finger in. This back half is the part I always struggle with. I don't get all the tail meat I should be getting, because I am, well, I'm aggressively blind, and I ain't the best at filleting. I can admit this, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. And just working the knife along pretty much until you get to this tail fin. Not the tail fin, what do they call that? The anal fin? The butt fin. Once we get to the butt fin, then we're going to push through. Make a couple passes here. Normally you'd scale a fish, but I live in an apartment, hence the small kitchen of glory. And I don't want to scale a fish in the apartment because it's going to make the world's largest mess. And I'm just trying to go slow and get as much of the tail meat as I can. All right, we're through here, so I'm going to feel with my hand. I'm going to push my knife through until I'm just on this side of that fin. I'm just going to hold my knife down and slice through this until we get to the tail. Okay, so now we have the fillet started. And this is the part, I can go ahead and bump up the water for the ASMR experience. You just kind of let the rib cage guide you. You might poke yourself with your knife a little bit if you can't see. That's okay. And this is where I always fail. Once we get down to these little ribs, I find it very hard to properly get the fillet to keep it fat. And then I'm going to come at it this way a little bit. Actually, I'm not. The ribs seem to go better if you go from head to tail. I'm kind of pulling with my hand, kind of not, just encouraging the meat to separate very, very slowly. This is also why I only have a 6-inch fillet knife, because since I can't see, it allows me to have a little bit better control. All right, we got the back end there just about done. Now we just need to cut through some of these bones up here. I'm gonna have to go at it this way. Oh, that was a bad cut. Can't get it to slice right. Oh, okay. That's actually the end of the rib right there. So we're fine. We'll just trim that off at the end anyway. We're just gonna, oh, we lost some rib meat. I'm gonna try and correct it before it goes too far. There we go. And we're just cutting this down to his belly. It's not gonna be perfect. I don't have expectations of it to be perfect. I really just want it to be good enough. These are gonna be ground up anyway, because suckers have so many bones in them. Delicious meat, but they're just so bony. that you kind of have to, we're gonna poke through here and just kind of slice that right there. I'm gonna start cutting the fillet off some. This might not be the textbook way of doing it, but this way is definitely easier for me. Get these front ribs to release their fish. There we go. We're getting that fillet off nicely. We're gonna slice along the belly here because I don't want those fins in. A lot of people cut off the fins. I don't, because I use them as my guide. Like right now, just angling my knife down and cutting it through. Look at that. That's a pretty damn nice fillet, isn't it? Now we're going to, I mean, see, we lost some on the tail here, up on this back near the tail, but other than that, it's pretty well cut off. Now we just flip her over and do it all again. Now the second half of this is always harder for me because the fish lays way closer to the fillet board, but we're going to do our best. We're just going to cut along the spine and get that outline done first. Again, if this was scaled, it'd be so much easier, but this is not a scaled fish, so it'd be harder. Just using my thumb to spread it open some. All right, we're just going to cut there so I can reach in and feel what we're doing. Definitely not as good on this side. The last side was pretty beautiful. I always waste more meat on the reverse side for that reason, the whole angle being different. It messes me up. Slowly coax this fillet off. I know people who do this a lot. They can fillet a fish in like no time flat. They are professionals. I am the opposite of that, an unprofessional. All right, we're to the point where I can poke this through and just hold it down and slice that off to the tail. All right, now this fillet is definitely not looking as good. I admit it. I know it. But we're doing our best. Now I use my thumbnail to protect my thumb. My thumbnail has a whole bunch of little cuts in it from this fillet knife. But it's better to have it in your thumbnail than in your thumb. That's what I say. The first one was beautiful, wasn't it? I should have just ended the video there. I should have just said, that's how I fillet a fish. Blind, and I'm so talented. But that would be a lie. Poke my knife through down here and just start cutting this off some, because we're getting to the point where it's low down in the belly. I just need to get this upper fillet past the ribs without losing more meat than I already have. Blind filleting. Poke through. Cut that bit off. Hold this up. We're gonna cut that bit off. So that's not the worst fillet. It's also not the best. It's a little lumpy. And there's quite a bit of meat. There's not quite a bit. There's too much meat on the bones, but it's only like a quarter inch. So not the end of the world. But this fish is done. And I'm going to do the other one off camera, and then we'll get to skinning them. I actually lied. I'm going to get these skinned first. And to do that, I'm going to add, I don't know, a couple tablespoons of salt and some water. I want it nice and salted. That might be too much. We'll put some of that in there. We're going to fill this up with water. And just kind of dissolve the salt. We're pretty much making a brine. We're going to soak these bad boys in for, I feel like 48 hours is the best. It also lets you be lazy. So we got our salt water brine here. It doesn't have to be fully dissolved. It will dissolve. I'll put that up there. Although I'm 50% good at filleting, I am about 10% good at skinning. I like to work the knife under the fish fillet. It's clipped onto my fillet board. And with my knife at a very slight angle, I'm just working along the fillet, trying to let the skin guide me to my cut. Because you don't want to leave a lot of skin on, or a lot of meat on the skin. And we're just going to pull it through all the way. At the end, I always screw it up, but that's okay. I should just be able to lift this up and have a nice skinless fillet. It's pretty darn good. I like to trim off these ends, just because that's usually where I leave scales. We're going to rinse this. Now we have a beautiful fillet here. I talked about it earlier, but these white suckers get that red blush on them when they're spawning. So the meat's fine, but there is a little bit of red blush in the fillet. I googled it, it's fine. And then this guy just goes right into the salt water. We get the skin off. This is all that's left on it. Barely anything. Put that in the dead fish bag. And we grab the other one. The other one's probably not going to be as good to skin. It's a really nice white flaky meat, minus the red spot from the blush. Put that in the salt water, and we fillet the next fish, which I'm going to do off the camera. So, when I say you guys next, I will be frying these up and making sucker patties. Again, delicious meat. It's just that they're so bony, it makes them hard to fry traditionally. You can if you score them and fry them, but I don't want to deep fry them because I don't have a deep fryer, and that whole blind thing with this oil and all that, why bother? You can, I don't. But I'm going to go ahead and do the bigger guy, fish number 2, and I'll see you guys in a jiffy. I know I said I was going to be done, but look at how beautiful this guy's filleted. There's almost no meat on that bone. I mean, if that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. But now gone for real. They're cleaned, they're sat in salt water, and they're ready to cook. We're going to be making sucker patties. What we need for this, we have a small sliced up celery. Oh, I just dropped a piece. We have that. We have lemon juice. Fish always needs lemon juice. Bada boom, bada bing. Garlic. Lots of garlic. Well, I'm not using a lot. Cajun seasoning. I like a little kick in my fish. You know, a little kick. Onion powder. Of course you need that. Sea salt. Fine ground. I upgraded. And I know it's untraditional, but I like to bread some of these and then fry them in the breading for a little bit extra crisp on the outside. Of course, we have our white sucker fillets over here. We'll be draining those. We have saltine crackers, which we're going to be using to mix into it to dry them out. We have homemade buns I made earlier today. That'll be for our sandwich for the patties. And we have a Ninja Express, which we're going to be using to chop up everything into ground fish, because suckers are full of Y bones. And I forgot there's also an egg. I don't have the egg here. Imagine me holding an egg right here. That's an egg. So I have my fillets here laid out on a cutting board with paper towel, and I'm just going to put paper towel on the top and really squeeze the water out of these the best I can. I want them just about as dry as I can make them, so that's what I'm going to go for. Just pat them out. I'm going to take them and I'm going to do a little bit of scoring just to make sure that all the bones in them are going to be broken up. Even though I'm grinding them, I just want to make sure that all the bones are as broken up as can be. You'll notice this fillet is way bigger than the other one. That's because I suck at filleting, but you saw that, and you know that. No one's surprised. It's really hard to be blind and fillet fish. I'm sure there's some experts out there. I am not one of them. You can actually hear the bones in there. That's why most people don't eat sucker, because it's so bony. But you know, you got a bony fish, just make some patties out of it. Again, we're just doing this to cut up any Y bones in there. These bigger ones have the bigger Y bones. These guys had some shoulders on them. They were fat, chunky babies. And I'm still going to take these and pop them in the Ninja to grind them. I just have 2 fillets in there right now because I don't want to overcrowd it. I'm just going to pulse it about 5 times. Don't want it to be too cut up, but we want all them bones destroyed. We'll give it a couple more. We'll do 2 more. There we go. I'm going to get these into a bowl. We're going to get these in and then we'll do the second round. Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. Alright. 2 more in here. These ones are a little bit smaller. Boom. Hope that can all be seen. Wash. 7 pulses. Feels good. Ooh, we almost missed the bowl. Get this just about as cleaned off as I can. Sucker meat. Boom. Bam. Slap that in there. Half a teaspoon-ish of garlic. Half a teaspoon-ish of Cajun. Half a teaspoon-ish of onion. And just half a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to mix this all up into glorious, wet, seasoned suckerfish. And we're going to add crackers until it gets to the right consistency. So we can form these bad boys into patties. Patties! I never measure my crackers. How many is this? 1, 2. About 12. 12-ish. It's more of a consistency you're looking for. You need this to absorb the egg. We're going to squirt lemon juice in here in a minute. And then mix it up and check it. The lemon juice starts to cook the fish, so we don't want to put that in too early. All right, give her a squirt. A nice, healthy squirt of lemon. Mix that in. Oh, these are so good. This is definitely not my first time making these. I used to make salmon patties all the time, which is essentially the same recipe, just with canned salmon. So much better with sucker. Sucker is such a delicious, mild, white meat. All right, we're going to give this a test. That's non-patty. We need more crackers. About 6 more. Ish. Heavy on the ish. You need to be a consistency that it will hold patty shape. It's like a fish meatloaf. Fish meatloaf patties. That doesn't sound as appetizing as... Well, sucker patties also doesn't sound appetizing, but if you know, you know. Lots of old folks love their suckers. A lot of the younger kids, them whippersnappers, don't respect the sucker. It's just considered trash fish or rough fish, whatever you want to call it. But it is super, super good. All right, we can get a patty, but we're still a little wet. We'll crush in a little bit more, and this should be good. You want to make sure you got a consistency. Oh yeah, I can tell now. I can tell now it's starting to really ball up. And this will also dry out, just letting it sit here for a few minutes, which I'm going to do. And that will do it all up nice and good. This is going to make quite a bit of sucker patties. Probably making a mess. Yeah, of course I am. It's not smoking the kitchen without the damn mess. Normally I do this with my hand, but people really get upset when you cook everything with your hands. Alright, these are a very delicate patty, but that is a patty that will hold its shape. It's wiggly, but give it the 1 finger test. It does hold for a little bit. So that'll be good enough. Now we're going to head over to the stove, start cooking these bad boys up. My pan is heating up nicely, so I'm just going to take a big spoon of this steam refined coconut oil. We're going to put it back in there and not miss it. Then I'm going to take my Cajun fish fry. There's just something nostalgic for me about using fish fry on fish. I'm just going to sprinkle. Normally you're supposed to shake this in a bag. That won't work with sucker patties. So I'm just Woo! Ooh, that's gonna make me sneeze. That's definitely gonna make me sneeze. That's gonna make me sneeze. Not a lot of oil. I used a tablespoon, but it's not even quite a tablespoon. Might actually throw a little bit more in there, just to make sure we're all good. There we go. We'll let that heat up too. Oh yeah. Just a little bit of a shallow fry. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go over here, grab some sucker fish, make it into a small-ish patty. Just keep working it. Work it, work it. Work it, work it. I'm gonna set it down to that Cajun. Get another one. I only ever cook 2 at a time. Could do more, but it's just easier for my blind ass to only have to deal with 2 patties. You know what's crazy is you can actually feel the bones kind of poking you in the hand, but they really cook out quick. That's why I make them thin. So they cook out of the meat really good. Once it gets hot, the bones just kind of disappear, and I'm just Putting these in the seasoning. I don't have to put milk on it or anything because they're already good to go. I'm going to turn my heat down a smidge. And then we're just gonna, that's the wrong bowl. Take these bad boys and just put them in there. Is my heat really not hot enough? That would be upsetting. There we go. We got a slight sizzle. We're gonna crank it up. Now we got a good sizzle going. I'm gonna cook them for about 3.5 minutes on each side. We're at the 3.5 minute mark. Need to gently flip these babies. Give them a little press. Flatten them out. Oh, she's a sizzling. She's a sizzling. Just a beautiful crispy exterior there. And we're just gonna let them cook again. Get the lid off of these and check them out. Smells like motherfucking fish fry. Alright, I'm gonna give these a quick little flip to crisp up that other side since I had the lid on. And we're gonna put them on a plate. Just a couple seconds here. Just to get that bottom half back in the oil. Get her nice and crispy. Then we'll plate them. I always do an internal temp check just to make sure that they're all good to go. And we might just build a sandwich while I cook the rest of them. Sarah's not here to taste test. She is not feeling well. So I will be the official. This one doesn't have slots in it. So we're just going to tilt it. I hope that works. If we're getting any grease off. Just like so. That is hot. That is hot and beautiful and sizzling. Now the way I build these sandwiches, we got the homemade butter top buns. I just keep this really simple. We're going to smack. Look at how perfect that fits. A salmon patty on there. We got a piece of jalapeno pepper jack cheese. And then something Sarah turned me on to. The secret of Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. Just going to squirt some of that on there like so. We're going to press this all down. You might still hear the other patties cooking behind me. And that's because they are. But I want to get a bite of this. I want to end this video and get to cooking my patties and get to eating. Thank you all for joining me on this. If you do like it, make sure to subscribe and share this video especially. It took so long to make this. This is way different. It's way longer. It's probably going to be like an hour long, but let's go. It really is so good. Sucker is so mild. And the texture of it is just perfect. It's just a perfect fish sandwich. These buns are kick-ass too. Let's go! Rock and roll! That good stuff. I could have used more Polynesian sauce. I don't even know if I put any on there. Very little, but damn, that's good. The spice on that batter with the Cajun inside, so good. This is how I do the garbage fish of suckers. Not a garbage fish anymore. Every time I get out there and get them, I'm so happy. Because I know I have these delicious fucking fish patties waiting for me. I'm gonna go flip my other ones. You guys are beautiful. I forgot to set a timer. It was cool. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you. You're beautiful. Go fishing. Catch some fish. Ta-ta.